Welcome back to the Aram's Life channel. My name is Jenny, and today I'll be talking about some of my favorite study spots on campus. So we all know that it's finals week right now. Oh my god. Yeah, so I think that a lot of people might be doing some last minute cramming, and I feel you. Here's a video with some of my favorite study spots on campus. The first place that I recommend studying at, which is really basic, but it's a favorite and a classic, it's the library. Our school has the Morgan Library, and it's really great because it's like really spacious and there's so many places where you can study. They have four floors counting the basement, and I think like each level is supposed to be like a different level of like quietness, but I really don't know how that works, to be honest. I think all of them are like pretty similar, but I think the basement is supposed to be really quiet. I'm just not down there very often. And I know that they have quiet rooms where cell phones are like not allowed, or electronic use is not allowed, and like you have to be like dead silent in there, and it's for like really like when you need to focus in like a quiet space. And you can also rent out study rooms, and this is so nice. My friends and I last year did this so much, and it was really fun. I think it's really great if you have group projects and you don't want to go to somebody's like apartment or dorm to work on the project. It's really great to just rent out a study room for like a few hours, and you can just be in there for a little bit. And I will link down below the library's website and also the place where you can go to rent out a study room. Another classic is the LSC, and I'm sorry, I know this is kind of basic, but the LSC is kind of different from the library because it's a lot more like loud and lively. I know that a lot of people like can't really study when it's like super quiet. There's also a food court, so if you want to eat while studying, like it's a really great place to be. But if you don't really want to be in the food court, they also have a separate area. It's super cozy, and like it's nice because there's like a window and there's like a nice view of the campus. Nicer chairs, like cozy little fireplace and everything. It's really nice. And the LSC also has 3 floors. The top floor is like the second, or I think they call it the 3rd floor, but I think it's the 2nd floor. And then they have the ground floor and then the basement. And the basement is really cool. I couldn't get really any footage of that because I forgot, to be honest. They have like a big area where a lot of people study, and upstairs as well there's like a lot of places to study. Especially when the weather is warmer, they have like outside seating areas, which is super nice on the top floor and the ground floor. Another one that I wanted to talk about was the cultural centers. This is like kind of a subsect of the LSC, but I wanted to make it its own like little category because like there are just like different cultural centers. I think that like they're a great place to study and a great way to find community. And I know that like all of the cultural centers are super welcoming, so I think that the cultural centers are also a really good choice to study in. Another place that I highly recommend is the dorm lobbies, and by this I mean like if you look in Corbett has like such a huge lobby, and the thing about it is that like it's open. I can't really say like go to like Summits or something like that because I'm not sure if like those ones are open to like for everybody, but because the Foundry is like a dining hall that's open for everyone, you can get into Corbett, and Corbett has such a nice like lobby. And I'm not saying Corbett because like that's the only place you can go, but I think Corbett is like one of the best places for that because like their lobby is just so nice, and they have like these little designated like self-desk areas for studying, and I think it's really great. I know my roommate from last year went there all the time, like literally she'd be there all the time. And then another one that I think is really good is the Pavilion, which I think is like Pinions, but I'm not sure, like Pinion and then maybe like Alpine, but I'm not sure. But Pavilion is super nice too. They have, I think they have 2 floors, and just like Corbett, it's like open throughout most of the day. I think it closes at night. Same thing with Corbett, obviously it closes at a certain time. But if you are just on campus and you don't want to go all the way back to your apartment or house or something like that, I think it's a great place to be. And yeah, it's just like super pretty, and there's a lot to do, and they have vending machines, so yeah, I think it's pretty good. Last but not least, I would recommend studying at the dining hall areas. I know that sounds kind of like weird, but like bear with me for a second. If you've ever been in like the Ramshorn building, they have like a little area where you can study with like little couches and stuff, and then there's also another area in the back where people can eat, but then I've also seen a lot of people studying there, and I think that that's like a really great place if you like want to eat by yourself or like study by yourself or something like that, or like with friends, like obviously. Same thing with Braden, and then also Durrell. I think that Durrell is such a nice place where you can study because upstairs, yeah, they have that dining area that you can study at and eat at the same time, but downstairs they also have like a really nice area where you can study, and then there's also like a other like lounge area there too. But I think Durrell is a really good option as well, and I've definitely had experience studying there, and it was really, really nice, and it's a great place to study by yourself or with friends. Honorable mention, I think that another really good place to study is the buildings where your classrooms are at. I know that the BSB building has like a really, really nice like area that you can study at. I personally don't, because I don't have any like classes there, but I've been there and it was like really nice. And then same thing with like Clark. I have a lot of my classes at Clark, and I know a lot of our liberal arts students here have a lot of classes at Clark. Clark does have a lot of areas where you can study, but this is the end of my video. Thank you for everybody who stuck around up until the end, and you know, I really hope that everybody does well on their finals, and good luck to you guys. We have 1 more week, we can push through it. Good job with this semester, guys. So yeah, thank you for watching again.